There are a lot of famous sayings, such as, "Can somebody please get this monkey off my back?" But is a Phoibos still a Phoibos without an octopus on its back? What's up, guys? It's your boy Rich here with Phoibos' newest watch, the Sentinel. So let's go take a closer look. Let's go. And here is Phoibos' newest watch in their lineup, the Sentinel. And it's in 42 millimeters, 50 millimeters from lug to lug, 13 millimeters tall, and with a 22 millimeter lug width. And my first impressions from the unboxing were its heft and how well built this 316 steel case is. It's built like a tank and it looks like it could survive anything. The finishing of the case is neither polished nor brushed. It looks like it's been sandblasted to help create this unique matte gray finishing, and I like that look a lot. And there are also these really subtle grainy details along the side of the case, but those same subtle grainy details are highly noticeable on the front of the case inside each of these four quadrants, where they look like they've been filled in with that special texture. And the same texture has been applied to the dial. And in fact, on Phoibos' website, they describe the dial as having a grainy texture. It's a cool look that is consistent with the case, and the hands are highly polished as well. And I think because of the reflection from the green dial and the texture, it kind of creates a blued effect. It comes together really nicely. And there is the octopus at 12 o'clock. With a really cool red tip on the seconds hand. And the lume on the Sentinel is outrageously good, and that's because it uses a C3 Super Luminova that also extends itself to the star on the crown. An excellent touch. And the Sentinel is water resistant to 200 meters and uses a screw down crown. The leather strap that comes with the Sentinel is really nice and really well made, and we can tell it's hand-stitched, and here's a hallmark of any hand-stitched work right here, and there is the buckle with the branding, and the strap is massively thick, and because it is so thick, it is a little on the stiffer side right out of the box, but I am also confident that this is a type of leather that will soften with our wear, and in fact, I prefer a leather like this that organically molds to our wrist, a lot like raw denim that molds to our bodies. And if you're a denim head out there, you know what I mean. And if you're not a fan of leather and you prefer a NATO strap, every Sentinel comes with a bonus matching green NATO strap. And while I am not a fan of NATO straps, I happen to think the matching green NATO strap on this model looks pretty cool. And if we flip the watch over, we see a nicely engraved solid case back. That is absent of the octopus. That is common on a lot of their other case backs, such as on their Reef Master. And instead, we can see the octopus right there on the leather strap. And instead, they sort of chose this eclectic mix of partial features to anything whole. I can see a partial pilot's wing, part of an eagle, an anchor, and a star right there in the center there. And I think Phoibos did a really nice job with its engraving. It is really deep and very easy to see. And because this is a solid case back, we can't see the movement. So what is under the hood? What is powering the Sentinel? Well, it uses an excellent high-beat Miyota 9015 movement. And this version is in green. And on the website, the color looks a lot brighter than it does in person. In person, it's a lot more subdued, and I describe it closer to a forest green with some olive notes. And I think in person, it looks a lot nicer than the brighter green that is in the images. But it's also available in black and blue. I think this is a good time for some wrist shots, and I'll be right back, and Mickey will keep you company. Oh. The price of the Sentinel is $349, and I think that represents a really strong value. And I also think Phoibos went the extra mile from the usual checkbox. They used a 316L steel, but they also specially treated it to create this unique matte gray finishing. They have the sapphire crystal. They use an excellent movement, a really nice leather strap that comes with a bonus matching NATO strap. And we're back with some final thoughts on Phoibos. Phoibos is a new brand that started in 2016 by the husband and wife team, that is Ethan and Emily. And they've had some great early success with their Reef Master, their Eagle Ray, and their PY series, which is an homage to the Rolex Submariner. But there were a couple of hiccups along the way, not anything serious enough to mar their reputation or have watch fans seriously upset with them. But they did have these quality control issues with a few of their pieces. And I think it was really almost impossible for watch fans to hate Ethan and Emily, because they were so swift in remedying that situation and taking care of it and being really professional about it and providing the replacement or anything else that was necessary. And so instead of continuing to provide a few replacement watches for anyone that needed them, Phoibos made a bold move. And like a lot of new watch companies, they started in the entry-level facility that manufactures the watches for them. And like anything, there's good, better, and best. And the entry-level facilities has their issues. It's usually inconsistent quality control, and for different reasons. Sometimes they have too many watches coming in and not enough manpower, or the caliber of their management isn't as high as these other facilities. So Phoibos made a bold move and moved into the higher end facility, the same facility that manufactures watches for some of the well-known brands that we would be familiar with. But because Ethan asked me not to share that, I can't. But it was a bold and smart move on Phoibos' part. It was also a major investment because providing replacement watches simply wasn't acceptable to Phoibos. The message Phoibos was sending is they are serious about their watches, and they want to give us a quality watch inside and out and at a fair price. But words are easy, so they partnered with one of the best watch facilities. Whereas it might be easier to just send out some replacement watches than it is for a significant overhaul. And that says a lot. And message received. And even though the Sentinel has a solid case back, the quality is transparent. And because it is a solid case back, Phoibos could have concealed the movement by going with a less expensive, inferior movement. But instead, they chose one of my favorite, high beat 9015 movement. And it's that kind of quality to commitment that makes it easy for watch media to get behind and support. And it's also their transparency, what's some of their earlier quality control issues that makes it impossible not to root for them, because they've worked really hard to overcome that and to be where they are. And I think the Sentinel is going to be another great success for Phoibos. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you the next time. And if we flip the watch over, and Phoibos is relatively new. They started in 1616. No, that wouldn't be new. And like anything, there's a good, and better.